Hi guys, if you want to install the newest and latest Calamares, this is how you do it. You grab the ALCI package build from online, and we have two versions, one to develop, so to test this one ISO, and the other one is for all the other ISOs. So ALCI is a way to build your own ArcoLinux Calamares installer. That's why it says ALCI. And all you need to do is, do I still have it open? Nope. All you have to do is go and navigate to github.com, and then of course test to Calamares, right? This is the very last code of 2 days ago, so let's make a new one, and you read what I say. Read what I say. This is the code I need. This is the Control-C I'm gonna do, and basically all you need to do is go inside the Calamares dev. So first development, test it out, Control-C, Control-V. And we say 0.1 here. Let me see. Why is this like this? Delete. I just see a typo, that's all it is. Because in here, it should say this number, Control-C, and then here I just edited that, so it's actually 1114 rename, right? So that's the data. Let's check again. 1114, that's the one, version 10. I'd like to make a version 11. So in here, this is the one we built prior. So Control-C, Control-V. Today we are at version 0. I'm gonna start with 0 again, and then the date of today, 23, and it's November the 25th. Don't like to see copy there, obviously, enter. So 23. So with this numbering system, I know what code I grabbed from the GitHub. Immediately in the name 231125, we remember that, and we say 2311, not 15 but 25. So new code has been pushed. And if you want to rebuild and rebuild and rebuild packages on basis of that particular date, that's why the package release is there, right? So you say 2, 3, 4, and you keep on testing until it works. So save. In the meantime, I've lost my thing here. So this one, Control-C, the commit, the reference to where do I get my Calamares code from, this commit of, that's where you get it. So Calamares is going to push other stuff, but we're not gonna follow that, right? It's not a git, really git. It is from that commit on, and it will always stay that one. So if people stay, if we use it for months, right, it will always be the one from this particular date. And that's it. And then we build this thing, build Calamares. Little script that says go build it, right? Nothing fancy about that. Make package. And there he is, right? The change upstream Qt. I am gonna check, however, if we change something in ArcoLinux, because the Qt and the Qt5 have changed, and I figured it all out, of course, on Calamares for ArcoLinux. So I'm on the other computer now, and I need to go to Alpha 10, we call it here. Control find upstream. So many things have changed. We have removed the upstream. I thought as much. Control find. We've said okay, whatever. We're not gonna use that particular code as a dependency. We're gonna put it on the ISO, basically. That's what we decided to do, because of all the changes with ArcoLinux upstream and all that. Now, what I do is keep an eye always, well, we have a browser, is keep an eye always on GitLab Manjaro, and then Calamares. This could be your place to be to check out the extra, that's the Git version, so the latest version, and you see 5 days ago, what happened 5 days ago. Upstream Qt5 patch. So they're trying to make a script, well, to change the script to have, let's see, upstream Qt5. So when you're building the ISO right now and figuring out how it all fits together, then this might be not a bad place to start, because we just had a change some weeks ago from ArcoLinux saying that we are going to change the name, the reference, and Qt5. So I'll better change that to whatever I have, but why not grab the complete code from the Calamares Git? The only reference I don't want is the reference to their GitHub. They have their own GitHub, I think. So let's have a look. So be inventive, look around. The world is a big place and the internet is filled with data, right? Go and grab some things. I'll put it in my here, sure. Git clone. I'd like to do is compare nodes, right? This is also a script to revert settings, it seems. So we'll have to check out what all that is and where is it coming from, where is it going to get its data. That's it. So it might be that this is not the way to go, because they have their own GitHub. You can have a look. And I'm not sure, of course, what did they do on that particular GitHub. So this is their own Calamares. And what are the differences between the official one? No idea. But it's nevertheless interesting to have a look at what other people do, because you saw that there is the reference to Qt5. And in the meantime, it is already built. So yes, remove everything. Yes, yes, yes. It's gone. So we have our Calamares version. Whether it's working or not, that's something we test. Do we need Qt5 to tell it to have Qt5? I mean then the upstream thing here. So Qt, I believe there was a replace for it and it just became Qt5. So test, test, test. If you think it's easy, if you think it's just like pushing a button, it's not, right? So you've got something in the package build. We've done that. It's in the repo. Let's have a look. We have here the def 11 and 25. So if I push it to the internet, the other one is gonna lose, is gonna go out, and we get the new guy in. And then we test, and that's just on the development. So make yourself a Calamares dev, so it doesn't hurt your user, because it's just for you, a development version. Now, testing this will take a while, so I'm gonna take a break here, stop the video, because it's going to GitHub, and GitHub is a bit slow in remembering I've pushed something to your GitHub, right? So if I run it immediately, it will not be in there. The new guy on the block here that we've just put online is not gonna be there. Let's check. And if it's not, we have to stop it. So here we have the Calamares, and as you see, it's not the date of today. It's 23/11/14. Control C, stop. And we'll have to pause the video and wait for GitHub to be ready. So let's give it another go and see if the time has been long enough. And here we are with this line, which I can't read, so let's scroll up. ALCI Calamares. Right, cool. So 23.11.25 is here. We have this AppStream thing we have to take a look at. Where is the AppStream guy? What is he doing? He has AppStream Qt. We saw Manjaro using AppStream Qt5. So we'll see what happens to our system. And it is testing, testing, testing. Okay, pausing again. I already forgot this was running on my other PC. So we got an ALCI dev out. Super F7. We got a dev, this guy, and it's all called ArcoLinux because guess what? It's a large dev, and this is the date of today. And let's boot it up and see if we have any issues regarding this AppStream thing, or if it's okay like this. Right. Okay. So booting up with the USB, basically with the ISO there. And now we wait and see if we can install, was it XFCE? Doesn't really matter. The one is called Mate, then you put in a package list Mate. If you like Plasma, then you put in the package list Plasma. And all these ISOs have different kernels with different desktops, and it's just to play around, to show you, to compare, meld between the GitHub projects, and then you see, oh, it's just a line. Yep. So American English next. So Calamares is running, right? So that's a good thing, even without a little patch that Manjaro is doing. But hey, I don't know what the code is on their GitHub. So you need to, best thing is to, well, if you got an error, then you investigate, right? And if it's working, it's working. Stay away from it. Don't touch it. All right, let's wait again for another installation. And there we go. Let's restart. And if it's all working fine, then we know that the config that we have at this point in time with Calamares, the new latest config with our package build, is working, even though we don't have a reference to Qt5 in the AppStream there. And this is just your standard XFCE. So yay, we got ourselves an ArcoLinux system, and yay, we have to go inside here and say, go make this a little bit bigger, which is this for me. Keep, close, and done. Right mouse click, another desktop. Phew. All right, that's it. I'll push this new Calamares also online, and then all the other ALCIs can be built with the latest Calamares, the code of today, 2023 11/25. All right, shutting down. Cheers.